Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, girl, we are doing a makeup collection declutter. It is about time because I have literally had the urge to purge this room for quite a bit of time now because I've just got way too much stuff, and today is the day that I finally get to it. Now, with this video, I've actually already gone through my collection and pulled aside everything I'm going to be getting rid of, so I'm only going to show you those items today. I decided to do it this way because I did actually film my entire makeup collection series last year, and in those videos I broke down my makeup collection into different sections, showed you everything that I owned, and did a little bit of decluttering. So I will link those down below if you want to look at my collection in full, since I'm not going to be sharing the entire collection with you today. Now, the other most super exciting thing about this video is the fact that I'm also going to be doing a beauty room tour at the end. I will have that timestamp down below for you guys, but I've been filming in this space for about 2 years now, and I've had people ask me about my setup, and I've said that I would show it, so I will be doing that for you guys today as well. I'm going to show you how I store everything, so you will get a little bit of look at my collection, just not in depth. So again, if you want to see that, check out the videos linked down below, but I'm going to show you all the equipment that I use to film my videos and all that fun stuff. So I really hope that you guys are excited. If you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, y'all, so this section of products right here, I'm going to just kind of show you all at once because these are items that I'm going to see if any of my personal family and friends would like to have any of these, show them some love, as these are items in my collection that have rarely seen use, are relatively newer, can be sanitized, things like that, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I would just kind of throw these in here and kind of group them together to you real quick. So first I have this Dose of Colors and Desi and Katie highlighter. This one is in the shade Chasing the Sun. First of all, the packaging on all these was absolutely stunning, and this is a gorgeous highlighter. I primarily used it for my body because it is way too dark for my face, and so I figured I'd see if anybody in my life wants to kind of dust their shoulders with it because it's still absolutely stunning. It's in excellent condition, but it just doesn't work for me, and I reached for a ton of other things at this point over this for body highlighter. I then have the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. Now this right here, these are so cute. I love the concept behind them. I love that they're so small. I love that they're compact. I love that they have cohesive and like unique color stories. But to be honest, this is not the best eyeshadow I've ever tried. And I just have things already relatively similar to these in my collection, so I don't find myself reaching for it. And I was actually just using it as like a prop on my shelf, and I'm like, that is such a waste of makeup. So I'm gonna see if anybody in my life would like that because they're not bad, but as someone who has the amount of products that I do, they don't live up to some other things that I already know and love. This is a little mini Jouer highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip. Again, this is just too dark for my skin. I really don't wear it. I have other highlighters I love way more than that, but it's newer to my collection. This over here is from a recent video of mine, which I will link down below. I was testing out Narene Beauty lip products. This one is in the shade Rosé, and again, that video will be linked down below if you want to see it up close. This color is way too light for me on its own, and it's okay with a lip liner, as I discussed in the video, but I am someone who just does not love wearing lip liners, so I have much fairer friends, and so I figured I'd see if any of them would like to wear it. If not, it's no biggie. I also have the Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed palette. Now I got this in like a BoxyCharm or something, and this is an absolutely adorable palette. I love Beauty Bakery. I love their theming. This is just like kind of a cool tone palette. It's really pretty, but you guys know me, I don't wear a lot of cool tones, and if I do, I already have shadows that I love, so I just didn't find myself reaching for this, and I hate not to use it because again, it's super cute. The shadows are of really great quality in my opinion, so if you love neutrals and everything like that, I think you may want to try out this palette, but for me, it's just not worth my collection. This one here again, also from like a BoxyCharm or anything like that. This is the Iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. It's a nice eyeshadow palette. It's very big, as you can see right here. Sorry about trying to blind you. It's a really pretty, it's just neutrals, which is why I'm going to be getting rid of it because I have 1,000,001 neutral eyeshadows, but formula's gorgeous. Shimmers are great, and I have a lot of friends and family who are into neutrals. That's just their safe space, and so I figured someone else could show this palette some love. I also, you guys know me, do not like how big the packaging is, so It's another reason she doesn't see a lot of use from me. Down here, I do have the Juvia's Place, the Masquerade Mini. Now, I like Juvia's Place palettes. They are really colorful. They are really pretty, very pigmented, but I just have so much at this time that I'm really not using these kinds of shades. They're gorgeous, but I have palettes that have very, very, very similar stuff, and I don't find myself reaching for this. So this is the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. Again, packaging on these is 10 out of 10, you guys. That is so stunning. And this is another really great palette, but again, I have colors similar to this, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I was decluttering this time, I literally had all of my eyeshadow palettes laid open on the floor and dissecting which ones that I was gonna keep and if I had shadows that were all the same. And so this just fell into a category where I had other palettes that I use a lot more with shades that were very similar. This right here is the Alamar Cosmetics, the Color Red Blush Trio palette. So this is a blush palette, not an eyeshadow palette. And I really, really like it, I do, but I'm not gonna lie, the blushes are a little too shimmery for me, and therefore I don't reach for it as much. Up here is the Ace Beauté Grandiose palette. Again, this is like a BoxyCharm kind of product that I got, and it's great. It's a really nice palette, very neutral. It kind of gives me Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance vibes, just in a smaller palette. And so I like that they're kind of big. Again, not the greatest shadows I've ever used, but still really good. Another Alamar Cosmetics palette. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was very difficult for me to decide to get rid of this one. This is the Spanglish palette, and I have another one from them. I absolutely love the color story in that one. And the shadows are gorgeous. Like, look at these shades, they're absolutely stunning. But I have palettes that have these same colors per usual, and I actually got one most recently that I really enjoy using, kind of over this one. And so again, just gonna kind of pass that one along, but really great formula. Love, love, love these. This is the Dose of Colors Baked Browns. I'm not gonna open this one. It's literally just a neutral brown eyeshadow palette, which is why I'm gonna try and give it to someone else. I have too many neutrals. And this one right here, this last one, this is the Milani Gilded Gold Eyeshadow Palette. I'm gonna link the video where I use this down below. I did like a full face of Milani, and that's when I bought this. And it's a really pretty palette. And I'm not gonna lie, I literally bought it for this shade right here. But you guys, that shade wasn't as pigmented. It wasn't as bold as I wanted it to be. So this palette just falls a little bit short. I will say it was hard for me to part with it because the shimmers in this, however, are 10 out of 10 amazing. All right, so starting off with products that just simply have got to go. You're looking right here at the Morphe 350 and the Morphe 3502 palette. These were literal staples in the beauty community back in the day. I literally was a walking, talking ad for these palettes. Lord have mercy, it doesn't want to open. Like, these literally were the end-all be-all of makeup, I swear to you guys. But these are old, extremely old, crusty, dusty. And it's funny because when I look at them, it doesn't even look like I really use them that much, which is crazy because I feel like I use them all the time. But like I said, old, they just simply have got to go. So adios for those. I have two of these NYX Avant Pop eyeshadows. These are actually really nice quality, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They are solid palettes from the drugstore, great pan sizes, really nice color stories and color payoff. But I really don't reach for them often, and at this point, again, old. So those have got to go. This one right here is the Maybelline The Graffiti Nudes. Again, one that I picked up. The color payoff in this is absolute trash. This is a terrible palette. I kept this just so I could like use eyeshadows for like face stuff for Halloween. And then again, it's so bad I don't even reach for it then. So she has got to go. And then this one right here, this is the Laura Lee Los Angeles, the Party Animals palette. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is a really colorful palette. I thought it was going to be really nice. I had high hopes for it, but the color payoff is mediocre, pigmentation, whatever, and the shadows don't really blend as well as I think they should. Again, I tried to keep this just to use for Halloween stuff, but again, it's just not that good that I'd rather use products that I know are great. So these things, again, old, just not so good, so I'm gonna get rid of them. This right here, now I'm not gonna get rid of the actual packaging, but the products in them are an old ABH Glow Kit. Exactly that, old is the word there. So I'm going to be getting rid of all of these. I've kept them around for a while. There are things that I like to highlight with better, so they have got to go. This right here, y'all. This right here. The Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. Y'all, don't let nobody talk you into a Natasha Denona palette that's like this expensive. These palettes are not good. I won't lie. Her smaller palettes, better. But these are just not good. Like, look how little this thing has been used for the money that we paid on it. And I had also already decluttered the Safari matte palette. So these are just not good. I don't believe anybody when they talk about her big palettes like that, and there's no reason that they should be that expensive because they really do not do anything for you at all. I'm going to be getting rid of this. I think I'm actually going to declutter the Z palette as well because it's old, but all these are a bunch of single eyeshadows. Makeup Geek, ColourPop, ABH, I think a little bit, just different ones. Some obviously that I've hit extreme pan on. This one down here is Makeup Geek's Corrupt, and it is the best black eyeshadow, but it is so old it is like crusty now. I'm also going to be getting rid of the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible. This is the deluxe palette. I had the original one as well eons ago, and I kept this one, but I really don't use it. I haven't used it for a long time. This poor shade, all I did was stick my finger in it, as you can see, and so she's old. She's got to go, and I wanted to like this more than I did, but I really honestly didn't use it as much as I probably should have. And then I think the last thing for palettes is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volume 1. This is the original Jaclyn palette. Now, I already had another one of these, which is the only reason I'm getting rid of this one, because I love this palette. This and the Volume 2 are absolutely phenomenal palettes. You can tell that I have used and abused this. Like, it's so dirty. It's so loved. Okay, you guys, so here are a few sets of lashes that I'm going to be getting rid of. These are Ardell just wispies in general. I love Ardell lashes. I highly recommend them to anyone who's looking to get into lashes. These have obviously just seen their day. They've had enough, okay? They don't need to be put on my eye again. These are the House of Lashes lashes in the style Temptress. Again, these are just exiting the building because they are so well loved and worn through that there's time to go. Like I said, this is in the style Temptress. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't get this style again. It's not my favorite for now, my more everyday kind of lash wear. It's not a bad lash, but I don't think it's as flattering on me as I would like it to be. But I love House of Lashes lashes. Another brand that I highly recommend. Another brand that I highly recommend, the Eylure lashes. These lashes are absolutely fantastic, you guys. Again, from the drugstore, super affordable. They collab with a bunch of different creators. These happen to be 2 creator collabs. This one right here is with Jasmine Brown in the shade JB. Now, I won't lie, this was not my personal favorite pair of lashes that I have used from a collab. I found that the band on this was really thick. The lashes were a little bit more difficult to work with. Obviously, I did make them work, but I'm actually getting rid of these a little bit earlier in their game. They definitely do still have some life in them, but for me, again, they weren't doing exactly what I wanted, and I've had better from Eylure and better from Eylure collaborations. This pair right here is from Nicole Guerrero. This pair is old, gang, old. It did get pushed back to the back of my drawer at some point when I was like going on a lash crazy buying spree, but these are the style in #143. I loved her other set in her collab collection way more than these ones. Again, I found that these pair, the band was a lot thicker, more difficult to work with. The lashes were actually a little bit shorter, and so it just didn't give me the look that I loved. I hate magnetic lashes. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. I do not like them. As someone who is very comfortable wearing normal false eyelashes with lash glue, these don't do it for me. So each of these are a little bit different. They have different styles for different things. I just don't like them. Magnetic lashes just feel loose on me at all times. And again, as someone who's just used to putting glue on a whole lash band, that feels more secure. These are just not it for me. I did keep these to use for possible Halloween videos and things like that, but child, I don't reach for them because I do not like them. The Glamnetic magnetic lashes. Again, I don't like magnetic lashes, which is why I don't think these are that good. I don't think their glue is good at all, especially the one that comes in, like, I think I had the brush tip. Trash, absolute trash. If you're gonna wear magnetic lashes and you like them, don't get their brush tip glue. Like, it's absolutely terrible. And these lashes are okay, but girl, they are too expensive, and for what? For what? I can't understand. So she's just gotta go. I don't reach for them. I think I wore them for the one video and then never again. Okay, y'all, so this next section is just a random assortment of stuff. I'm actually honestly really impressed I got it to fit all in the screen. So we're just gonna kind of bebop through it really quick. This down here is the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. This is a oldie but a cult classic. I was gonna say goodie, but to me it ain't that good, child. It's just not, okay? It's just a sexual innuendo in a blush palette. It could be better. I also don't love really glowy blushes. This is straight shimmer. She's old, she's crusty, she's gotta go. Would never purchase again. This is my Smashbox and Casey Holmes Spotlight palette collab. This is the gold Spotlight. I'm keeping the pearl one. You can't tell me what to do. These ones are just a little too dark for me. I don't reach for these shades. I reach for the pearl one over this. This right here, the OG, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. Girl, were you around in 2015, 2016 beauty? If you were not using that highlighter, child, she's old, crusty, and dusty. That is from, I probably had this when I graduated college at a minimum, and that was in 2016. Don't come for me. I don't want to hear it. It just is what it is. This one right here, this is the Model's Own highlighter. This is in the shade Golden Sand. This is a great highlighter from the drugstore. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is because it is getting a little older, so it's becoming a little bit more dry and powdery than I like. But this is a gorgeous highlighter. Highly recommend. This is a little Smashbox liquid highlighter sample. Girl, bye, boo, I don't even use that. This right here is the Bite Beauty Lip Scrub in Whipped Cherry. Y'all, this is disgusting. Let me see if it'll pick up on camera. Let me show you how bad it is. I don't know if it'll show you in there, but that is dry. It is crusty. Can't do anything with it. This literally sat in my drawer because I do not love the texture of this at all. I feel like it's discolored and it smells weird. Would not put this on my lips. So I also do not recommend. Lush lip scrubs are way better. Other better things that you can get. That's just a terrible formula. It never felt like it did anything with my lips, which is why it went bad in my drawer, okay? Right here, this is Kylie Cosmetics Yellow Gold, just like weird liquid eyeshadow thing. You can tell I literally never use this. These are really not my jam, and honestly, this was not that good. So that's why she's leaving the house. This and ABH Dip Brow. Enough said. This right here is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I just don't like these. I do not like tinted brow gels. I know it's for some people. I'm just not those some people. This right here is the, what is this? Oh, the Glamnetic liner that I was just telling you about. Should have been in my lash portion. Trash. Absolute trash. This right here is the Makeup Forever Profusion Bronzer. This is just old and dusty and crusty, you guys. Like, it is seen better days, but this is a gorgeous bronzer. I loved this back in the day. I would never get it again. I don't even know if it's something they truly make, to be honest with you, because it gives me old school vibes of what my now Fenty bronzer gives me. And so I love my Fenty bronzer more than this, but this walked in my collection. So my Fenty bronzer could run, okay? Hourglass bronzer. This was the Ambient Lighting Luminous Bronze Light. These were all the rage. Again, were you around in 2016 beauty if you weren't using these? These are still very popular. Again, I'm just not one that likes to put extra glitter and stuff on my face because I am oily, so this is why it's got to go. Not to mention, it's older than Methuselah himself. Can you see that packaging? Like, look at all those fingerprints. That has taken time to accumulate. This right here is a ColourPop Soul Body Highlighter. I just use different things on my body, which is why it's just gotta go. It's an absolutely gorgeous highlighter. This is in the shade Warm Gold. It's really pretty. First of all, the only thing I can't stand packaging. Terrible to get into, I will tell you that. But it's gorgeous, but like I said, I just use different things. So I think if you like stuff like this and you don't have a lot of body highlighters, especially because it's such a large pan, great. But again, not for my collection. Up here are a couple of KL polishes. It pains me to get rid of these because I love Kathleen Lights. These are from her older nail polish brand. Of course, her new one is called Lights Lacquer. I will say best nail polish formula I have ever tried. So I know her new stuff is just as good. These are just colors that I personally do not wear. I bought like collections and these came in there. So I didn't get to like pick and choose everything. So I'm just going to get rid of them because I don't ever use them. This right here, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. No, it's garbage. It smells like paint. It's not that good. I don't like the spatula dispenser. Color selection that I have, not great. Yeah, and I'm sure she's old, so she's got to go. I am going to be doing some videos, I think, where I go through other foundations that I have and kind of where I retest them out to see if they're worth keeping in my collection or if I just want to go ahead and trash them. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in down below. This right here, Hourglass, the Vanish Stick Foundation. You guys, I still kind of wear this, and it is kind of annoying for me to get rid of it because I really personally wanted to finish this up, but this is not the best foundation on me. These shades that I have right here are not my best shades. I definitely, pretty much, if you've ever noticed when I use these, I wear turtlenecks because it's a little too dark. And I have so much left in here, you guys. These are getting old. They're not my favorite. I pretty much only wear it when filming because it looks great on camera, but it doesn't last an extreme amount of time on me due to my oily skin. So they just gotta go. Like, I can't be doing this no more. These, all of which I literally did not flip over for you, but I know you know what's up. These are the Stila, what are they called technically? The Metal Liquid Eyeshadow, Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. These things are amazing. They are absolutely fantastic. However, they dry out so fast. And this shade right here, which happens to be in the shade Tulip Twinkle, this one is not dried out. But girl, I swatched it on my hand and was like, ooh, she's still working. She's still gorgeous. We'll keep her. Wiped it off. Girl, it's stained. I was like, gotta go. Can't be putting that on the lid. So these are great. One of my favorite ones, I think, is this one, Kitten Karma. The silver ones, they're absolutely stunning, but they do dry out very, very, very fast. So that's just something to keep in mind because I truly feel like I wasted so many of these. Right here, I do have my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. These are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Recommend 100 times over. This one right here I think is Midnight Cowboy. Yes, the gold one. I already had a backup of this, and this one I just figured was getting old, so I was like, I'll toss it. This one right here in the silver is shade Glam Rock. I need to get me another one of these because this has just seen better days at this point. Let me see if you guys, can you see that in there? That's disgusting. It shouldn't look like that. But I love these. Highly, highly, highly recommend. They are absolutely fantastic for glitter liners. Like, I cannot tell you how good they are. Cannot sing their praises enough. This one right here is a Josie Maran Coconut Water Eyeshadow. I've had this for far too long. You talk about expired, it's this right here. And this right here is a Morphe E47. I know that's very random. I don't know why I bought this brush. I honestly think back in the day, Jaclyn Hill was like, oh, this is so great for like cleaning up your like eyeliner or something like that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There you go. Girl, bye. I don't even think I ever use this brush, so she's just gotta go. She's wasting my space. She's sitting in my cups. I gotta make some room for some new stuff, so yeah, this is a no-go for me. And as I was cleaning up, I realized I did not talk about these ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. These two are just dried out. I do like the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows, so definitely recommend. These were shade Weenie and Kathleen Light, so it's a no wonder they're dried out because this collection is so old. But yeah, they just dry out over time, just so you guys know. So I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. I think they are one of the most fantastic liquid lipstick formula. I stand by that 100%. They last forever. They are insanely pigmented. I love them so much. I love his funky colors because they are safe to use around the eyes, so I use them for graphic liner, etc., etc. These ones are all pretty much old, dried up, crusty. I did swatch them all, triple check. This one right here in the shade Butt Naked is okay to use, but it's macaroni and cheese lips on me, so she's just got to go. I don't ever use it, but those are the Jeffree Star ones that I have that I'm getting rid of, including this one. He just rolled away. This Kylie Cosmetic one right here, girl, she's just old. She looks low-key discolored in there, and well, I don't mind Kylie liquid lipsticks. I think they last a long time, but they're extremely drying. So ones that I have that I'm continuing to use, I probably would never repurchase, but they're not bad. You just really have to be okay with having your lips feel a little dry after you use them. These two right here are from ColourPop. This is an ultra matte lip. This is an ultra satin lip. And these are nice. This shade cracks and peels. It's not good at all. It hasn't been good for a long time, so that's gotta go. This one again, old, looking a little discolored in the tube, and well, I don't trust it, so gots to go. This is a Stila liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Fiery, one of the best Stila lipsticks. It was between this one and Patina back in the day, y'all, okay? Do you remember? Literally 2016, where you been at, girl, okay? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lipsticks. I think the Stila lipstick formula is very comfortable. It does still pull a little more drying towards the end of its wear time, but overall I think it's good. Great color payoff, so I do like them, but just time to go. This right here is a gloss from Larizzi. I just don't reach for it. I have quite a few glosses. I really made sure to kind of narrow down my collection because I do have quite a few pinky glosses, and this one just didn't make the cut, but it is nice. This is a lip oil from the brand Jelly Pong Pong. I don't use those. I got it in like a box, and I tried to make myself use it, but it's just not my jam. And this right here is a sleek makeup, just matte liquid lipstick. I don't really reach for this. It's okay. It's not my favorite. It is good if you want like a cheaper option from the drugstore, but I could do without, so do without I will. These right here are a couple Ofra lipsticks, a full size and a couple of minis. I don't like Ofra's liquid lipstick formula. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's a little drying. I just don't think it lasts quite as long as what I'm accustomed to, so gotta go. This right here is a Bite Beauty lip crown. This one happens to be in the shade Licorice. I think so. Why the wording gotta be so small, you know what I'm saying? I love these so much. They're really, really great. This shade, it's just patchy. It's not as good as it should be, but Bite Beauty has excellent lip products. I really do love their lipsticks. They're somewhat liquid lipsticks. I think they've got good like lip balms and things. They're really, really nice. And so I do recommend it, just not that color. These are two of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. Love, love, love these. This is the shade London, I believe. Yes. And this is the shade Milan. And these are fantastic. Another absolutely wonderful lip product from the drugstore, especially if you're someone that just likes something that feels like kind of like chapstick or really light and feathery on the lips. It obviously doesn't last a super long time, but it's not meant to. I also recommend these if you have like young children in your life who are starting to get into makeup products, because they're easy to use. Most of the colors are very neutral and they're affordable. So if they get messed up, it doesn't matter. This right here, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Plum Bum. Best fall color ever. I'm going to have to buy another one of these. This one's just extremely old. This right here is a Bare Minerals gloss. I think it's in the shade Gen Nude. It's okay. Honestly, I find this gloss to be very, very sticky, and for what reason, honey? I do not understand. Alright, so this right here is the NYX Simply Nude Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Sable. This, again, really great from the drugstore. Super comfortable. Of course, it is not going to last. You are going to need to take it with you, but really, really great in my opinion, especially for like a little chubby crayon lipstick. I really enjoyed it. This is, again, just old. These, you guys, it was hard for me to say goodbye to these. These are my MAC lipsticks in the shades. I've got Russian Red, Whirl, hard for me to say goodbye to that one, and then Blankety. These are some of the first lipsticks I ever purchased, even before I started doing YouTube. So if that tells you how old they are, I'm not gonna do that math for you out loud. You'll just have to wonder. Absolutely iconic shades, excellent formula. It's just old, you guys. Part of me really wanted to keep it just for nostalgic purposes, but again, I could just buy another one if I really want them. I don't wear them that often because they were getting old. They just had a special place in my heart, which is not good enough reason for me to keep them. So I am going to let these go. Who knows, they could be a repurchase for me in my future. This is a Dose of Colors Desi and Katie lipstick. This is in the shade More Creamer Please. Talk about macaroni and cheese lips. This shade is not flattering on me at all, so she's just got to go. Oh, this is another Stila liquid lipstick. It's just old and I don't really love the color, so gotta go. This right here is a little mini sample of the Charlotte Tilbury. This is that really fancy Pillow Talk, like all the rage lipstick. I don't get it, you guys. I don't think there's anything special about it. I don't know if it's maybe just because I had a little tiny one that I don't get it, but I don't like it. So it's just going away. I tried a couple times and I don't even want to worry about getting to the sample. I'm like, you just got to go in the garbage. And then last but not least, I didn't realize that I didn't pull these from my little random section that I just showed, but I do have the Brow Gal Brow Gel. Again, don't like tinted brow gel, so she's got to go. And this is a Hikari like eyeshadow crayon thing. It's okay, but I really don't use eyeshadow crayons, so she's got to go. And then, yeah, you guys, that is it. That is all of the products that I am decluttering from my collection. I am so excited to now have this stuff out of the way, have a little bit more space. All my makeup fits in my drawers now. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into the beauty room tour. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. I just don't know what to do when my face isn't in the video for you guys, but we're gonna get right to it. Okay guys, so this is what you see when you're getting ready to come into the beauty room. It is both the office and the beauty room, as you can see here. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk inside and shut the door as to be respectful of my parentals who are also here. When you first walk in the room, you do see this right here. This is where my mother stores her extra makeup up here, and I keep all of my Scentsy stuff down in this bottom one. And then this, of course, is obviously the office side of the room. So we do have our printer and like a little mini desk side table thing that my parentals got from Haverty's, I believe. It matches the desk and the chair. All of this is from Haverty's, and then this houses the computer and everything. So this is my Mac desktop, which we all use and share. Don't mind what's going on over there. I'm currently working on getting videos ready before I go on vacation and everything. So my other laptop is sitting over here. This is my old one, of course. I'm working on transitioning everything over to my new Mac laptop, but for now I'm still working on that. Not a lot to really give away over here, as of course it's just like our common space area. I do have my microphone out here because I have been doing voiceovers today. I'm gonna link all the stuff that I use for my YouTube channel down below, but this is a blue, I think it's called a blue snowball. I think that's what they're technically called. I love this. This was a really great investment as far as voiceovers go. I used to just do them on my laptop in general and just speak out loud, but the quality is so much better on the mic. So I definitely recommend that if you're gonna do a lot of voiceovers, you need to get a mic. So I will link this down below. Don't mind my water bottle, but I'll link this down below for you guys. Of course, we just got some odds and ends on here, but the big thing is obviously the computer. I've been eating a chocolate orange. This, of course, is like our Disney pin board, which we have all the pins that we gather when we go to the parks. We are not big, like, let's just get a pin for everything. We tend to get them for like really special occasions. And those are two of my god babies right there. I do have different like pictures and things around the room. This is one that Casey and my god baby Emmy picked out for me. Emmy loved it because it was rainbow colored, and she loves unicorns, and that's what she thought it would be. This would be from like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's. This is just a picture that hung in my sister's room when it was her room before she moved out, and then obviously I took over the room. Obviously, when you back up back to the door, obviously everything this side is beauty room space. So this is where all the magic happens. Coming right here to this side, I do have another picture that is from, sorry about that window. This is again from like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's. I thought it was super cute. I get most of my pictures and stuff from there because I think they're so affordable and so great. And of course the closet also falls on this wall. I'm not gonna open this, but this is where I keep my backdrops, my wigs, all my Halloween costume pieces, other filming equipment. My microphone typically is stored in there, and some other things, because again, this is a communal room, but that's just kind of what goes in there. In this corner, this, of course, aside from some things right here, like this is out because I got to get ready to pack, and I was like, I'm not going to put it away. This is because I've got to hang this little photo. I'm waiting on another one that I'm getting professionally framed to come in. But as far as like this little thing right here goes, this is all my giveaway stuff. So these drawers right here, the top like 4, that's giveaway. It's broken down into sections from like samples, makeup, skincare, other, and the very bottom drawer is where I keep all my product empties. So when I prep to film empties, I just empty out this drawer and go everything with it. On top are just some random doodads, things that I might be trying to give away, other makeup that you guys already saw in this video that I'm going to work to give to some friends and things like that. So this is kind of like a little catch-all corner, but this little thing is great. You can get stuff like this from Walmart or anywhere. I highly recommend stuff like this for extra storage because like it works absolutely phenomenal. And then of course, this again, truly where the magic happens. The picture up here, again, from like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's. I do have a ring light, which I will link down below. I did get that off of Amazon. It's not, yeah, of course, super, super cheap, but you're looking at about $100. But you guys, you could do without it. It took me a long time to build up to buying a ring light. It does work well for me. So of course, if you want one, get one, but you can do without it. And this is my setup. So I do have 2 Alex 9 drawers, again, linked down below for you guys in the dark wood color. I did start off with one eons ago, and me and my dad actually built the desk top that you see here. This side originally just had like a like legs essentially that I could remove, and then when I got my second drawer I ended up using this as the other set of legs and then hid the other legs upstairs. So this was up here like a custom built tabletop and everything for me and my space. Of course, I do have a couple of makeup storage stuff on top. Most of my makeup I made sure to be able to store in the drawers, but of course it doesn't all work out like that. This I've had for literally freaking ever. I do not remember where I got it, but I will do my best to find it and link it for you or something similar. But it is literally just an acrylic case, and in here I have quite a few different things, which I will kind of break down and show you really quick because why not? The top drawer holds pretty much my ColourPop single shadows. I've got some glitters and things, other eye bases and glitters, and all of my lip liners. And then this drawer right here, this is all extra lip products that do not fit in my spinning lipstick tower. And then it's concealers, other glitters and eye bases that really didn't fit up in the skinny drawer. So all that resides there. This drawer is highlighters and blushes. I'm so close. This is the only highlighter that resides on the blush side, but I'm doing really well. I made sure to try and make it so everything would fit in here because I do not want too much product where I'm not able to use it. This drawer right here, this is all powders and bronzers, so setting powders and things like that, and then all my bronzers, cream powders, you name it. And then the very bottom one, this is primers. I think there's maybe a foundation here like that doesn't stand up. And then this is where all my beauty blenders go when they're not dirty, but literally almost every one of them is dirty. Glitter glue, my mixing mediums and things like that, my oil blotting sheets. So this is just like a little catch-all random drawer. Moving back up to the top, this is from Zara Beauty, and I do not know if they still sell them anymore, but it is a spinning lipstick tower. I absolutely love it. I think it can hold a little more than 100 lipsticks, and with this declutter I obviously did create a great amount of space. And then of course ring light from this side. I do have this mirror right here. I believe I got this from the same place that I got my mirror in my room from, but I will try and figure it out. It has a little tray down at the bottom. It does twist side to side, so I can kind of do whatever I want with it. It does light up, I will say. If you don't want to get one that doesn't light up, I really wouldn't recommend it because it really doesn't light up well. Like I never have it on because the light kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But I do like how big the mirror it is, does make it great for when I'm filming. I do have this like reflector that I got off of Amazon. It comes with different shades inside it. Again, we'll link that down below. This was a really great addition to my setup because it helps reflect light up onto my face and kind of help create diminished shadows, if you will. So I really, really love that. Definitely recommend those. And then this is where I keep all of my makeup brushes. There is a rhyme to the reason. It's pretty much like highlighting brushes, fluffy shadow brushes, non-fluffy shadow brushes I haven't quite used yet. I've got powder brushes, foundation brushes, smaller, like more detailed face brushes. There's a rhyme to my reason, but they're all there. And I have random different things. I've got coffee mugs that I have had friends get me. This just came like a Tarte brush set that I use. Little brushes from like TJ Maxx and everything like that. The purple one is a Luxie brush holder that I just broke in two. And then the one in the very back is a 3-part brush holder that I added my stickers to. And I absolutely love that. That's from like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls as well. So girl, everything can be super affordable, which is the way I like to roll with it. When you move on my corner, this is where I keep my little cord for my ring light because I don't leave it plugged in just for safety purposes since it's so close here, but that's there. This is makeup that I'm working on using and I haven't put it away yet, so it's in my brain to use. And then this is one corner of my Alex 9 drawers. So these are great. These are 5 drawer containers, I guess, essentially. And in the top drawer here, I also bought these like dividers from Amazon. Again, we'll link them down below because I could not stand having my stuff like slide to the back and I couldn't get it. And because I didn't have a ton in this drawer, I just decided to use this. So I had to turn this one on the side because if not, it's too tall, but it keeps all of these things from sliding to the back, which I love. These acrylic containers are also from Amazon. We'll link those down below. But here essentially is all of my Fenty glosses and the Jaclyn lipsticks that I felt were decent enough to keep. I really don't use those on my channel, but all my Fenty glosses are here. My little fan, again from Amazon, we'll link that below for you guys. A little lip balm. This is all my eyeliners. And these are all my mascaras that I currently have open. Tiny little primer sample I'm working on finish. And then like my brow pencil and gel are in this one as well. And then I just keep a little pack of Q-tips up here for quick reach. As far as this drawer goes, this is pretty much my hair drawer. As you can see, dry shampoo, hairspray, extra beauty sponges and things like that. All my hair stuff is kind of in this drawer. I rarely use this drawer because you guys know I really don't do my hair. In the third drawer, this is all of my palettes. So I really cleaned this drawer out, you guys, because my palette drawer was a drawer and a half. So this is pretty much all my palettes. I would like a better way to store these because you do have to stack a bunch, as you can see here, all the way from the black one up to the top. So it is more difficult to get to because you will forget about ones on the bottom. But for now, I'm glad to have it condensed to one drawer, and this is just kind of where I keep everything at this moment. The fourth drawer right here, this is kind of like somewhat of a catch-all drawer. I forgot, I do have palettes in here because to make them fit, I was like, I'll just put them there. So these are my foundations and my primers. And then of course I have some of my like body highlighters right here. Setting sprays, makeup brush cleaner, makeup wipes. I do have 2 Jeffree Star palettes in here. One because the Conspiracy palette is so big that I was like, girl, you can just keep this stuff from rolling around. You don't really fit in my one drawer. And then my Androgyny palette. I don't use that a lot, but I didn't have the heart to get rid of it just yet, so I just stuck it in here. And then this drawer, let me move this out of the way because she's making a lot of noise. And then the very bottom drawer down here, this is my Halloween drawer. And I'm not really going to go into a lot of depth down here, but these are all of my Halloween products. Things that I pretty much use that are kind of unique, kind of different. All my liquid latexes, little prosthetics and things like that. All of that falls in this drawer. And that is used primarily around October, which you guys already know. Again, closer look up at this picture. This is one of my favorites that I purchased. I absolutely love her. I feel like it embodies me. So just a close-up look of that. And then of course I do have this, which you guys see in my video. This of course was also bought at, I think this was Marshall's. And I just have different makeup products kind of displayed on it. I want to get different things to put up there because I have a lot of lipsticks on this thing. The only other really special and unique thing I have up here is this little shot glass. I got this when I was in the Bahamas with my friend Alex on our cruise, and they are hand painted. It's got like a little stingray, and it says Bahamas, and I just have some Bahamian money in it, but I like to display that up there because I don't want to drink out of it or do anything because it's so cute. But I just have some other random goodies, a Kylie lipstick with a bunch of middle fingers on it, which is funny, Patrick Ta body oil, a Givenchy setting powder, which is not good at all, but she was expensive, so she's going to be displayed. Some Fenty lip products, Charlotte Tilbury, Hank and Henry. These are from Pat McGrath. I literally only bought them for display, have never put them on my lips. A NARS little lip product and a little tiny perfume. I think that's from, is it from Versace? It is. Wow, I'm really smart. A little Versace perfume that I think is just so cute. But I absolutely love this. So if you guys have any recommendations for other things that can go up here, I would love to know. Down here, this is just literally a lamp that I hijacked from our living room that we weren't using anymore. This is the light that I have behind me when I film to, again, help make sure no shadows are reflecting off of the wall. It does not have to be expensive, you guys. This is not glamorous. Literally, I just took the shade off and put it in the closet, and that's what I use. This is just a little battery charger that I have plugged in as well. But you guys, I literally use what I have. This is my Hey Y'all sign. You guys see that all the time. I got it from an old boss of mine. It just fit my theme. I kind of want to paint it a different color, so let me know what you guys think. But she stays up there as well. It's part of the shot. Obviously my chair, which you guys see, I've had that for eons. My parents got it for me when I had my very first vanity, and she's been through some things, so she's going to continue to stick around. And then that brings us to the last Alex drawer over here. And as far as this one goes, so top one right here, this is a conglomeration of stuff. My brush, some wig stuff, face mask, eye mask, my rhinestones. These are all of my contacts and my batteries and extra charging things for when I'm filming. So that way they're always right there. The last drawer. This one is a mess. So I'm pretty happy with how I've got everything in there, but there's a lot going on in here. So that's just all my falsies. This one right here is my extra drawer. So these are all the products that I need to try, backups if anything. This is just filled with a whole bunch of stuff. Body care, skincare, makeup. I am working really hard not to add anything to this, but to finish stuff up because I got a lot going on, girl. And of course, as many of you know, the whole reason for me doing this declutter is to make sure I'm not really wasting anything. So I'm working on that as hard as I can. This drawer is, again, like kind of a random catch-all drawer. I just have some like extra products here. An extra bulb for the mirror in my room. Random stuff right here. There's not much going on. So I could make another drawer over here for palettes. We'll just see how it goes. And then this very last drawer, this is my brush holder, nail polishes. This is my towel for when I need to wipe things up or when I'm laying brushes out to dry. Anyways, the reason I really wanted to show you guys this stuff and kind of break it down, and again, I will have everything that I can possibly link down below. I will link all the stuff that I use down below for you guys. I'll link my camera, my ring light, my little tripod that I'm using right now. I'll link everything I can for you guys, and I will also link the video that shows you my very first like beauty room tour when it was in my bedroom. And oh girl, look at this hair. I had brunch early this morning, like I can't be bothered. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this stuff is because I think it is so important, especially for you guys who might be watching this video. You currently do not have a YouTube channel, but you're thinking about starting one for whatever hobby you're interested in. Just do it, you guys. Oh my God, just do it. That is literally the first step. I know literally so many people say it, but it is so true. I did start off with a camera and everything. I'm still filming on the same camera I started with almost 5 years ago at this point. So you don't have to have the top of the line equipment. You guys, cell phones are so good now that you can literally film on your cell phone. You can film in front of a window with natural lighting. You do not have to have all of this stuff. Do not think that just because I'm showing you this stuff that you have to have this in order to get started. No, it has taken me 5 years to accumulate the stuff that I do, to move into this space, and to have this setup that I have. Start somewhere, because literally starting anywhere is better than starting absolutely nowhere, and you can do whatever you want to. Just give it a go. The longer you wait to start, the longer it waits for things to happen, and it doesn't have to be like that, you guys. Just putting yourself out there is the first step. And so again, I don't want to show off this stuff to be like, look at all the stuff that I have, because in my personal opinion, this isn't even like the craziest of beauty spaces. I am friends with some people on here that have 10 times the amount of things that I have 10 times the amount of space. I mean, like, I'm using half of a room. So just like anybody can start anywhere. So just pick up your phone, pick up a camera, do whatever you want and start. Of course, if you do choose to pick up some of the products, it's an investment in yourself. You do have to look at it that way. You know, I do make money on my channel, but it's not like I make a ton of money. This is not my only source of income or anything like that. So I just think it's important to remember that. And I just wanted to let you guys know this, because it can be so hard when you look at people's things online. You're like, I don't have that. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the space for that. I started in a corner of my room, literally just on my vanity. I just made it work. I had a TV tray next to me. Like, I just figured it out, and you can do it too, you guys. So please don't let anything discourage you. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this declutter video, this little mini tour of my beauty space. A lot of you guys have been asking for it, and I love sharing stuff like this with you guys. I was just waiting for the right time to have less stuff all over the place, because this room is a mess 9 times out of 10. But I just got my life together for a brief moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions on anything that I use, anything that I talk about, if you just want to know stuff about YouTube, please feel free to ask me, you guys. I will answer anything that I can. I love helping you guys. I have some people that ask me about camera equipment all the time. Again, I'm not using anything fancy. So ask your questions. I will definitely do my best to answer them. I really want to help anybody that's interested in doing YouTube and anything like that, because it does not have to be that hard, you guys. I promise it's really not that deep. I'll tell you about my editing software. I started on free software. I do use Final Cut Pro. Now I'm transitioning into that with my new stuff. So ask away. I want to help anybody that I can, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It feels so good to have a decluttered space. I really kind of want to declutter more, but I'm like, girl, don't just get rid just to get rid. You do want to use your makeup. So, but I feel so good. I feel like a weight has been lifted. My space is purged and clean. So I'm excited. Please leave me any, again, questions about anything regarding this video, about anything YouTube, but also leave me any suggestions for video ideas that you would like to see from me. I will say, as someone who is working really hard as to not buy a ton of new stuff and really use up their products, it does kind of, I truly believe, hurt my channel a bit because I'm not reviewing a ton of new makeup. I am using things that I have already done. So if there's any video content that you would like to see from me, whether it's beauty related, lifestyle, let me know, because I want to bring you stuff you guys want to see. But yeah, thanks for being here, you guys. I really appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you stick around, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.